did you stop for, Andy?
Prince of the Bear here today. We're in Disney's Hollywood Studios because I came to play with some toys.
We're going to Roundup Rodeo BBQ.
Yeah, it's been too long since we partaked of the most colorful barbecue in all of Walt Disney World. So as your number one choice of food and infotainment, we're here to investigate so you don't have to. Remember, she's vegan. I'm not. It's okay to play with your food.
It's time to foodie and chill.
You can't have barbecue with at least the threat of choking on a cheddar biscuit. It is as southern and as barbecue as your uncle on the grill or somebody serving you a well-done steak. Don't be friends with them. But cheddar biscuits is the normal bread choice here. Nice and fluffy, made in house, and a little grit to them as you expect with a biscuit. This nice pepper jelly. Popeyes could never. And yes, this is a Popeye slander channel. Inferior Southern food. Inferior Louisiana food at that. Nice and fluffy, soft biscuit. No choke hazards here. Nice and fluffy, delightful. You cheddar biscuit lovers, this is your reward. Your just rewards. 4.5 out of 5 claws.
This is the first time I've gotten like a vegan, gluten-free, kosher toast with the red pepper jelly. Usually I just have to skip this offering completely. So dip and taste. I've actually had this toast before at Steakhouse 71. Wow. Woo! That jelly is like spicy and sweet. I'm loving it. It's almost like something you get in Chinese food. I would give it a 4 out of 5. Sauces, the bread's decent, but like the sauce is where it's at.
My he, she's, they, and then them fellow toys. We got bread. Now this does already look better than the normal allergy-free rolls. Now, for you gluten-sensitive, gluten-free folks out there, this did come pre-packaged, like individually sealed, so you don't have to worry about any sort of cross-contamination. We opened it for the sake of the video, but it did actually come sealed, which I think was an actual very adorable and safe touch. Chef Mike. Give a little dip in the sauce. I never wanted to dip what looks like Wonder Bread in a sweet pepper jelly, but here we are. Honestly, it don't look like much, but I would take this over the normal allergy rolls any day of the week. It's still dense, but I think having it as like individual slices gives it less of ability to like trap all that heat in and get all like spongy. So like it's a lot more like bread-like. I would actually give this 4 out of 5 claws. Individual bread slices more places, Disney. With some earth balance. Just saying.
This is Bear's dreaded watermelon salad. I personally like it. It's got some beautiful mint to it. Seedless watermelon, so you don't have to worry about that. If you don't get a piece without the mint on it, it just tastes like fresh cut watermelon. And I think this is like peak Bear loathing flavors. I like it. I think it's fresh. I'll give it 5 out of 5 watermelons, but Bear will hate it.
Some of you have given me the smoke, given me the business, because I frequently try foods that I absolutely hate. Now, as I've always said, if we only try foods that we like on this channel, what fun would that be? We'd be like everybody else. That's boring. I'm always looking for something that I don't like that surprises me, changes my mind. I am open to things being different, even if I don't like them. That's called being human. There's one watermelon thing that I like on property, and that is a watermelon salad that used to be at Sanaa. I loved that salad, and I hate watermelon, but I would imbibe that salad all day long. So it's not on the menu anymore, but I'm always hoping that there's some other watermelon assortment that I'm going to love as much as that. And it was basic to be basic. It was literally just watermelon and tomato. So, we have this watermelon. Huge chunks. of this disgusting fibrous melon with little pieces of mint on top. Yeah, my hopes are not high. Biting into one sends chills down my spine. It's almost more, for me, texture than flavor. I hate the texture of watermelon. Even more so if it has like seeds in it, which this one has like a couple. Like, it's like fibrous melon and then like a random seed, and then the fact that it doesn't taste great. If you love watermelon, you're gonna be fine with this. They're nice and fresh. Got a little bit of mint for a little bit of kick, but it's watermelon. This is not going to convert me to the dark side. Just not. It's a 2.5 out of 5 claws. That's really me being nice. If there's nothing wrong with it, there's just everything wrong with me, which has really been the case the entire life of this channel.
I think this is one of my favorite things that they serve here at Roundup Rodeo, this tomato salad. I love cucumber. I love pickled onion. There's really like nothing about the salad that I don't like. The dressing, everything about it is good. So I'm probably gonna get seconds of this, or I'm just gonna eat all of this by myself and Bear is gonna be sad. That is a refreshing salad. I love it. It super tosses my salad. I wish it had like some basil on it or something, just a little extra like herbs, and then it would be way better. This is a little watered down, but other than that, I love it. It's got like this one little piece of accoutrement, which is not enough to season the whole thing. 3 out of 5 salads.
I am always down for a good bowl of rabbit food, even out here in the backyard prairie with the colorful building blocks of yesteryear, what's left of our childhood that we as millennials are holding on for dear life. Did that get a little bit dark? Yes, but we live in dark times. Take your joy where you can get it, and if that means eating rabbit food out of fake paper plates, then you do that. Tomato, cucumber. I don't think I admitted this as a child, but I'll date myself. I'm old, okay? My 2 favorite cartoons as a child, like even pre-video game era, were Popeye and the Snorks. Maybe that has something to do with my salad addiction. I don't know. Weird things that lead to what you like later on in life. 4 out of 5.
When at Roundup Rodeo, you eat regular tots and not tachos, which I really think that these tots should be tachos. But they're just tots, so, or I guess in the Disney World, potato barrels for licensing reasons. It's like if I ordered the chili tots at Beaches and Cream or Woody's Lunchbox and I got a bite without any of the beautiful things that it comes with. They're just tots. There's nothing wrong with it, but also there's nothing to write home about it, considering there's so many other amazing things to eat here. I'd put some barbecue sauce on it, though. I'd give it 4 out of 5 tots.
The Barrels de Potato. Those fanciful, super exotic American delicacy. Salty and barrel shaped. I am 100% not eating these against my will. See? I'm blinking. Either way, they're potato barrels. Nothing to write home about. Decently salty, crisp on the outside. They're better than Disney shoestring fries, at the very least. Luckily, you do have copious amount of sauces to dip them in. 3.5 out of 5 claws. While they're good, don't fill up on them. I've spent a fair bit of my life in the South. More than I'd like to admit. Not my entire life. My formative years, not spent here, okay? Enough to imbibe the culture, not enough to be indoctrinated by it. One thing we can all agree, this is not adequate mac and cheese. Even Kraft makes better mac and cheese than this. This looks like mac and cheese you would get out of a gas station vending machine.
Wow. They do that?
You can get those like microwavable like quick mac and cheeses where you just get like the hot water in like rest stations and gas stations. I've tasted canned cheese that tasted more like real cheese than this. I'm so confident in its awfulness. I didn't take a single magic pill with that. Either way, I'm not eating any more of it. You can skip this, like, for real. 1.5 out of 5 plus.
Here we have corn. I don't know why I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of corn for one individual. Bear got like 4 or 5 pieces of corn on his own. I did bring pocket parm, but I just want to eat like a little char kernel. There's no way I'm going to be able to eat all this corn. Now, it is a good corn. I like it, but it's just basic. Like, even some earth balance on it would be great, but there's none of that. It's just charred corn. I would give it 2.5 out of 5 corns. I'm just going to eat this one, and this is it.
Well, a lot of the reason why we came here today is because we haven't been here in over a year. We try to come yearly. Usually we land somewhere around their anniversary every year when we come, which is great. We don't dislike Roundup Rodeo, but it's the kind of place, it's theme park barbecue at its most average. We found in the previous visits that honestly, it's food that is okay, that gets better covered in sauce. But when you get to that level, it's really to the point where the sauce is just covering up the inadequacies of the food. I would say, this is a little bit of a hot take, that even Animal Kingdom's barbecue is of a higher quality than most of the stuff we get here.
Flame tree?
Like Flame Tree, yes. I would say. There'll be those, you can argue with me, by all means, we're entitled to our opinions. Leave those. Let us know what you think. If you have to pick barbecue in Walt Disney World, where are you going? I already know where we're going. Comment and let us know. Until then, let me try the Princess's charred corn. It is charred. Definitely corn. Fistful of knobs. Remember, what is memed will never die. The corn is cornin'. Corny, if you will. Cornet, for those that are civilized. Cooked well, got a nice char to it. Needs a little bit of seasoning. Like we said, there's sauce on the table. Average corn with the benefit of having options. 3 out of 5 balls. Now we have the traditional style street/elote corn covered in cheese and the herbs, a little bit of tahini. Cowboy style, Roundup style, stolen from our neighbors to the south, renamed and tried to make it ours. I know your game. These corns, these 2 corns, are very differing mine. The Princess's vegan corn is more charred. This is like, feels lightly boiled with like the cheese and herbs on top. It feels like a worse corn with more toppings. 2.5 out of 5 plus.
The vegan baked beans are only available by request now. They're not here by default. They're still looking very delicious and very filling and beautiful. Cheers. It's like sweet barbecue sauce goodness. I love that. If I had the stomach for it, I would eat the whole bowl. But I don't. And thankfully there are people here to share this dish with because she good. 4 out of 5 beans. These are the beans I'm looking for. The jackfruit. I'm a big jackfruit person. A lot of people don't like jackfruit, but I like fruit. Sue me.
Plant-based bigoted beans with the jackfruit. If you're wondering, jackfruit does make a good plant-based sort of like pulled pork substitute, but the key is all in how you season it. We usually rinse it and then put our own like homemade barbecued rub on it. and then after that marinates for a bit, then we'll saute it and then add barbecue sauce. Very convincing. Not as fatty, obviously, and greasy as like real pulled pork, but you get why it would be added to baked beans. That's the point I think I was getting at, somewhere along there. Nice, thicky bean. Eat more beans than your friends and assert dominance. And yes, when I say assert dominance, I mean fart louder than your friends. It's tasty, nice savory baked bean, melts in the mouth, got that barbecue baked bean flavor. Jackfruit adds a nice little texture to it, but blends in well. Doesn't add much, but doesn't detract. And we love that. 3.75 out of 5 claws. So now we have, as a default for the entire experience, a non-vegan baked beans that has meat in it, because apparently there's not enough meat on this table already. Usually, there's the one major change from the last time we came here is that the plant-based beans used to be the default with enough complaints. So we heard. They changed that over to a regular baked bean, and you have chunks of the meats in there, because apparently that's what we needed. I'm of the thinking, the way we cook them in my family, is I don't need meat in my beans, but I mean, whatevs, as they say. Well, I can appreciate how meat in baked beans augments the flavor, and that's why I don't normally put meat in my baked beans at home, is it does add like a sort of like savory, fatty flavor to baked beans that would normally be there. However, with meat being so dense and like a strong flavor in and of itself, it can sometimes, if you add too much, overpower the beans. I like the beans. I want beans. Meat for flavor is one thing, but meat when it overpowers, it's a delicate balance. And here, I think there's a little bit too much meat. Not enough flavor of the beans. So it's more like meat with beans and not beans with meat. If you know what I mean? 3.75 out of 5 points. Coleslaw. You can't have a good barbecue without a good coleslaw. The problem is that not all coleslaw is good. You need some very specific things. I will tolerate a lot of things when it comes to coleslaw. A little bit of fruit for sweetness, a little bit of vinegar, tang, even mayo. But everything in moderation. If you go too heavy on coleslaw, you will ruin it. And I will hate you for it. That's not bad. Not bad, not bad. Nice and crunchy, a little vinegary, light mayo. Not like mayo casserole with greens in it. It's tasty, and if it's not enough for you, just like everything else at this table, you do have the option of slathering in barbecue sauce. Barbecue sauce and coleslaw was actually one of my favorites as a child. Will do. 3.5 out of 5 claws. This is a basket of all of my favorite things here at Roundup Rodeo. Yes, the salmon. Salmon is still here by request. Last time we came, I actually forgot to order it, and I got very, very sad. But the first time I came here, the wood plank salmon, this is literally one of my favorite things here, if not the favorite. Nice flaky salmon. They bring you out a single portion on a wood board. Look at that. And yes, salmon belongs in barbecue. I'm an island boy. Fight me. There are dedicated table service restaurants in this resort that can't cook salmon this good. And this isn't even like something that they mass produce like they have a ton of. So good. 4.75 out of 5 claws. If you gave me an entire bowl of just this and maybe like the chicken, I could skip everything else.
So in the typical all you care to enjoy fashion, there is Beyond Sausage. And I'm going to put some of that sweet, sweet barbecue sauce on it because the Beyond sausage is just lame. But with barbecue sauce, yeah. Basically, just Beyond barbecue sauce on it. That's all it tastes like. Beyond barbecue. Nothing special, no notes, not fabulous. It just is what it is. The only thing that makes it special is the sauce, but like, I can get that at Polite Pig. I don't need to come here. 2 out of 5 sausage.
Barbecue sauce. The best part of coming here is they give you a table full of sauces like a traditional barbecue joint. I don't think we've ever run into a place in local Orlando, North Florida, Central Florida, where you got vegan barbecue with vegan sauces on the table. The Princess is the only place the Princess has been able to enjoy that. She can't do the Polite Pig. She can't even do that at one of our favorite new barbecue places, Oak and Star Tavern in Epic Universe. This is the only place. We're gonna sauce it up. Yeah. I will give it to them that the Beyond is well cooked. Got a crisp edge on the outside. We took it all the way through. But honestly, it tastes a little freezer burn. Like, Beyond already is a very consistent taste, and it's like one of the rare things, like you can tell when it's been frozen for too long. That's what it tastes like. You get like a sharp taste of never-ending cardboard in your mouth. Not great. 2 out of 5 claws. We have a nice pinwheel here of smoked sausage. I know it looks like a fake dinosaur poo, but it is in fact just sausage. Do not blame Rex for this one. This is the sausage you've been looking for. Just make it easier to cook. Nice little char on the bottom. Of course, we're gonna add the sauce. Yeah. It's quality sausage. Like, it's okay. Not the greatest, but okay. That's how I find most of the meats here. Nothing award-winning, but when they add a little bit of sauce, it's passable. It's not greasy. You can tell it's real cooked, which is what I prefer because I do not like greasy sausage. It tastes fine. The sweet barbecue sauce is a little hit of the sweet on top of all that nice savory meat grease. I would give it 3.25 out of 5 points.
Couple times we were here, the cauliflower was really like my favorite thing just because of the toppings on it. I just really like the way it's seasoned. And then yes, you can put barbecue sauce on it. That's always good too. It has its own little sauce as well. Let me try to grab it without flicking it on myself. All right, there we go. Cheers to the cauliflower. Smoky, tasty. I love the little the sauce is very like citrusy, but then it like helps with the smokiness of the cauliflower. I think that's really nice. I wish they served more of it, but you can always get more. I would give it 4 out of 5 cauliflowers. It is perfection.
We do enjoy a nice barbecue cauliflower. We do use our cauliflower at home as like a chicken wing analog, or even like buffalo wings. We could definitely like roast this in the oven, toss it in some sauce, and they'll do as wings. You can also bread them and use them like boneless chicken wings, chicken wings. Be inventive. It's all in how you season it. Food is food. That's really a treat. Nice and smoky, well roasted. Enough to cook it, but not enough to turn it to much, so you still got that bite into it. The herb and the sauce just hangs in your mouth. Delightful, even. 4 out of 5 claws. I could do with this like a regular side on a non-vegan plate. Easily. The whole world over eats chicken. Do not underestimate barbecue chicken. I know that most people will run to the beef, but a good barbecue chicken cannot be beat. That's a manageable bite for a bear, right? Right. This is how you cook chicken. It's always embarrassing to me how some places in Walt Disney World, quick service or otherwise, cook chicken better than some of the places that should know how to cook chicken. Take it as you will. I'm not naming any names this time. But that's nice, juicy, moist, well-seasoned, cooked, not dry. That is chicken. Any of these sauces would go well on that. But even on its own, 4 out of 5 claws.
This is the Impossible Rib Chop. This is the thing that is the magic. It's got like a sugar cane bone, which I love. The only Impossible thing I think tastes better than this on this side of Disney World is Sebastian's Bistro. Outside of Sebastian's Bistro and like the Epcot Hollywood Studios area, there's no other like Impossible meat stick that tastes as good as this. Spicy, flavorful, tangy, well-seasoned, no notes. 5 out of 5. Princess City's item. This is the chop I'm looking for in my life.
The Impossible Rib Chop is easily the most unique Impossible item that we see across Walt Disney World, probably since the days of the Impossible Banh Mi, when Sebastian and Bistro still had lunch. Is that laying down a big gauntlet? Maybe, but where else are you going to get Impossible Rib Chop on a sugarcane bone? The only other time we've encountered plant-based meat on a sugarcane bone is Juicy Marble's ribs. Nowhere else ever have we encountered that.
That wasn't sugarcane.
Was it sugarcane? The bones found it up? No? Ribs with the bone. 1 of 2. Tasty, dense plant-based barbecue. Barbecue sauce on it already has a little bit of spice, but if you want to add a little bit more, you have a spicy barbecue sauce here on the table as well. If you love Impossible meat and you're coming here, do yourself a favor and just go ahead and order a second helping of those as soon as it comes on the table. You're going to want more. 4.75 out of 5 claws. Now we've come to the main reason why I'm sure most of you come here, the ribs. I love a good rib. Nice dry rub, fall off the bone rib. Tasty. I live for that. I don't often eat them because I have a limit to like how much beef or pork ribs I can tolerate in one go. But I do love me some ribs. This beautiful thicken right here. Ignore the white spots on top. It did get desecrated by the street corn in my bowl, but it's still a juicy, fatty looking rib. Cheers. Nice cook on that. Comes right off the bone. You don't got to fight for it. It's a tasty rib. On its own, a little above average. It could use a little bit more default seasoning, maybe a little bit more char, but it is in fact a rib. I get the rib by itself, 3.5 out of 5 claws. I want to add a little bit of sauce. Just a little bit. Ooh. Let's see if that enhances any. As I squirt it all over the table. Get your minds out of the gutter. As I thought. It makes a good base for whatever sauce that you want. What just sort of tracks on brand is the meats here are okay for a wide palette, but they're not doing anything wholly unique with this. 3.75 out of 5 claws. An end-of-the-road classic, the beef brisket. They say you can judge a barbecue joint by how good its brisket is. I have absolutely no idea how true that is or is not, but you know what? We listen and we judge. It is a well-seasoned brisket, but it's approaching the dryness of beef jerky. 2.5 out of 5 claws. Let's try some classic brisket with some classic sauce. Maybe sauce can save it. I'm a firm believer. If you have a piece of meat that needs sauce to be good, it's bad. And I approach that with all things, not just meat. If it needs the sauce to be a good food item, then it's not that good. Plain and simple. It's like unseasoned green bean casserole. I would give that 2.5 out of 5 plus. We have the seasonal cheesecake. You guys have never seen me eat a cheesecake on this channel. Mainly because cheesecake makes me violently ill. Being lactose intolerant, it has a lot of cream cheese in it, and eating cream cheese will usually make me sick almost instantly. However, I have new, stronger magic pills. Maybe they'll work. Maybe they won't. If they don't work, you'll probably never find out. But if you don't ever see me eat cheesecake again, that's why. But try to get all these layers in here. It looks like it's like a blueberry-ish sort of deal. It's actually quite good. The worst part about being lactose intolerant is that I haven't always been lactose intolerant. So I still remember how good some of this stuff tastes. And I have yet to find a plant-based cheesecake that tastes anything even remotely close to real cheesecake. Daya does make one, but it's not great.
Terrible.
Pretty awful. I give this 4 out of 5 claws. If you like cheesecake, bite-sized. So here are the chocolate silk pie. This is probably the dessert that I order the most often when we come here. I love this thing. It's cute. And honestly, if every dessert we tried at Walt Disney World was this size, I'd eat more of them. I can't commit to whole-size desserts. I don't like sweets that much. Sterling K brown chocolate.
Ooh.
Sterling K brown chocolate. 4.5 out of 5 plus. This cute little boy is the banana cream pie. This is the third of their 5 desserts here. This nice banana pudding, little cream on top. Even a little crusty. Luckily, they put a little bit on top, a little on the bottom. So don't murder yourself trying to get all the way to the bottom. Just take the bites of the things. Maybe an error. I've been ordering the chocolate silk pie because if I was a cartoon character, my eyeballs would be in the back of my head right now because that is amazing. That's like a hair less good than my grandmother's banana pudding. It's that good.
Wow.
4.75 out of 5 plus. I could make this disappear.
I feel like every time I come here, I get some variation of a strawberry shortcake, and I'm not mad at that because that's like legitimately my favorite dessert. I could stick my spoon all the way down here. It's nice and fluffy and beautiful and wonderful. Wow. So I really like the like cookie piece on the top, and the whipped cream is amazing. I don't think the ratios are right. I think you need more of the breading and less of the strawberry. The strawberry is nice. It's not as good as getting like the offering from like Flying Fish or Yachtsman, but more like Beaches and Cream if I was to go there, but I won't because their cookie fries suck. I would give this a 3 out of 5 strawberry shortcakes. I wish the strawberries were fresh, and then it would probably be a 5.
Strawberry shortcake. I feel like strawberry shortcake is a new red velvet cake for vegans. It's like, well, they got tired of red velvet. Let's give them strawberry shortcake until you get sick of it. But we're still going to try it. And dive right in. Got you the layers there. The striking difference between like a fresh made compote and like a compote made from like not fresh fruit, that'll wake you up. Sometimes it's a good way, sometimes in a bad way. I don't particularly like the cake, but luckily there's so much strawberry in here, or fake strawberry, or strawberry, canned strawberry. You're not going to taste much of it anyway. So it's a plus and a minus all at the same time. I give it 3.25 out of 5 plus. I'm trash, and so is he, but I'm trash. Nice forky chocolate cupcake. Interesting, like this cupcake holder container that they put it in. This thing has all manner of mini cupcakes at their buffets, character dining. Never have I seen one in like this faux plastic wrapping before.
Trash?
It is, in fact, feel like recycled trash, so I guess that's on brand. But it makes it really hard. Like, I can't get the cupcake out of here, and I can't tear it because it's plastic. So I guess we're just gonna have to bear this.
Or spoon it.
Or spoon it. Oh,
Cupcake.
there's more forky. No. The cupcake is good. The icing on forky is great. The base cookie that forky's made of is awful. It's like tough and dry, and even like the moist icing in the cupcake don't make up for it. It's much better if you just take forky out and leave him on the side of the road like we should have done in the last Toy Story movie. 3 out of 5 claws. Roundup Rodeo, definitely one of those places where if you left hungry, you ain't trying.
Or you have tapeworms, according to Bear.
I always blame a tapeworm. Tapeworm is responsible for most of the stuff we eat on this channel.
Now, we usually come here once a year, every year, since this restaurant opened. And
Yes, we did.
We've always had a delicious time. The menu hasn't really changed that much, but they have made some tweaks to the sides and the desserts. And those are always great, but the mains stay the same.
Yes. It has remained consistently slightly above average. It's not fantastic, but I mean, it's in-park barbecue. You could do a whole lot worse. ABC Commissary is right around the corner.
That's true.
I will never not slander ABC Commissary.
I did ask Bear which barbecue he would like better, this one or Polite Pig.
It's still Polite Pig.
Yeah.
If you really, really
So
want
there's that.
barbecue, go to Polite Pig. Don't even bother with Roundup Rodeo.
I would agree, because even as a vegan, I think cauliflower at Polite Pig is better than Roundup, though they don't have that chop. But I think Polite Pig should add an alt meat, but even if they don't, still good. They got brussies.
If you have a larger party, though, this is probably the place to come. But I want to know what you guys think. Let us know what you think about Roundup Rodeo. If you've ever been, in the comments below. If you haven't been, let us know why or why not. If there's anything else you can see us do, of course, the comments will always be the place to find us. Hit the notification bell if you want to see other videos like this, and
We have new videos 5 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
Okay.
We will see you soon.
First
Be sure to
rule of being
subscribe
a sheriff,
and like this video.
never turn
And
your
if you
back
don't
on a
comment,
dinosaur.
Woody is
Unless
gonna
it's
get
right.
Bear. He's gonna yeet Bear into Slinky, and he's gonna have a bad time.
Hey, partners.
You heard the girl.
See Slinky?